then Bun's break ended up lining up like right with my timer, so we just kind of took a little bit longer of one. Dina, thank you for being here. Vac, thank you for being here. So when we last left off in Pokemon, we got to Saffron City, which means that we're starting off today's stream prepping for Sabrina like right away. We did a little bit of team prep towards the end of last stream, but I'm gonna review that again. I think this 5 is fine, but I need to figure out what I'm actually doing for the 6th member. Banded Metagross Bullet Punch, maybe? That's a pretty solid option. Let me load up the doc. So, Kanto so far has been pretty straightforward, I would say, but Sabrina's definitely the hardest gym leader that we've had to prep for in a minute. I'm thinking what I can do, potentially. Smith could have been an email. True. How's it going, Cam? I'm thinking what I could do, since she leads with Gallade, is potentially lead something weak. Well, no, because at that point, why wouldn't I just lead Dragonite, right? I was gonna say lead something weak to Leaf Blade and then switch into Dragonite on the Leaf Blade since I quad resist, but then I'm just gonna get hit with a Psycho Cut next turn anyway, so. Does plus... I'd probably have to go +2 to be able to outspeed Alakazam, I would imagine. Yeah, hope you're doing well, Cam and Dina. Thanks for hanging out. I'm hoping to be able to get through Sabrina, venture through to Blaine, and then maybe beat Blaine tonight. We have Sabrina, Blaine, Blue, and then the battle against Red on top of Mount Silver as our last like major battles of the Nuzlocke. And I had originally planned on doing all of this tomorrow, but I think that's too much to do in one stream. So I'm going to try to get through Sabrina and Blaine tonight and then see if I can prep for Blue and Red overnight and do those tomorrow. How's it going, Kevy? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So we have... Can I take 2 Psycho Cuts with Dragonite, actually? Okay, another thing I'm gonna do really quick is open the calc. So if you're wondering what I'm doing when I'm like clicking around and stuff, this is the Pokemon Showdown calculator, where you can import Pokemon from your game, and thanks to the power of PokeLink, I can just do that directly instead of having to copy everything over. So shout out to PokeLink, because that made that super easy. So now I have my Dragonite and a calculator, and I can basically just calc what I'm expecting my opponents to be. One level Scalade 63. Okay, but you're not gonna be max EV or Muscle Band. Okay, so according to this, Psycho Cut's only 33 to 40. Okay, so the problem with this, though, is Psycho Cut's a high crit move, and if it crits on either of those, then I lose Dragonite, and that's a 1 in 8 chance, basically. So maybe I don't set up on... There's not a way for me to stall out Psycho Cuts, right? Leaf Blade and Psycho Cut are both pretty high PP moves, I believe, so I don't think so. Psycho Cut's 20. What's Leaf Blade? I think Leaf Blade's 20 also. It's 15. Okay, yeah. I don't feel like stalling Sabrina out for like 30 turns, so let's just not do that. Like, if I have to, I will, but I would really rather prefer not to. So in that case, though, what am I actually doing? Okay, hold on. What about... Where's that? Gliscor, where are you at, buddy? And the next... Where's Gliscor at? Oh my god. Hiding right next to Snorlax. Okay. Yeah, there's just some times where I cannot... Oh, also this is a little too big. Okay. So, I have Gliscor in the party now. Let's see what Gliscor does against... I imagine I'm taking more from Leaf Blade, though, because it's neutral instead of super effective. Oops. Okay, whatever. Okay, I take even more from a Psycho Cut, and also Leaf Blade. So if I'm gonna be setting up with anything, it makes way more sense to just do it with... Well, does it actually? Because... Okay, also another thing that complicates this fight is Wobbuffet right here. Because for those that don't know, Wobbuffet has the ability Shadow Tag, which instantly locks a Pokemon that I have in. And it has counter and Mirror Coat, so if it locks in a Pokemon that is like mono attacking and then gets the counter or Mirror Coat off, I'm kind of fucked. Unless I have Spiritomb in, because Spiritomb is immune to both counter and Mirror Coat. So I think what I can do probably is just Choice Band Spiritomb. It has Spooky Play right now, but let's change that to a Choice Band and see. Welcome back. Are you feeling okay? Okay, so according to this, I may need to lead. I may need to lead Gliscor, U-turn, and a Choice Banded Spiritomb, and then click Shadow Sneaks for a bit. Which means I'll probably just end up Choice Scarfing Gliscor in case I need it later.
I'm only back for like a minute, however, I have an update. An update upward. For a minute, Amanda? Hell yeah. Oh, you got the candle? I got the thigh candle! Woo! I'm so excited. It smells so good.
The thigh candle?
Okay, it doesn't smell like thighs, it's as big as your thigh.
These are questions one never thought she would have to ask.
I like thighs. It's big as your thigh. think I did.
Oh yeah, I evolved Ninetales, and it evolved into Drought, which is super cool because now we have a Sun mode if we ever want it. I feel like I should probably bring Metagross for the quad resist, but I feel like also my team's pretty good. I have not gotten proper explanation for the thigh candle yet.
I told you.
Was it as big as the candle?
Size of your thigh.
Thigh-sized candle.
What the hell? I definitely said that immediately.
Sorry, I didn't hear it then. Sorry. I didn't hear, sorry. It's not that I wasn't listening. I love you too.
Peony is what it smells like.
Cool.
Also found a little weird.
Okay, let me level everyone up to 65. And then I will do one last round where I level everyone up to 66 once I actually get to Sabrina. I'm pretty sure I am able to get through Sabrina, Blaine, and Blue's Gym only battling one required trainer. If I move correctly. So I will probably end up having to look that up to make sure. Just in case I fuck it up, I'm gonna intentionally kind of keep some of my stuff a little under-leveled here, but...
Kevin, how are you? The first thing I saw was about the thigh candle, and I was also confused. Look. It is the thickness of the thigh, okay? I'm not sure we get to dinner, so I'm gonna bomb. I laughed out loud at gasp, you got the candle? I told him you're really excited you did not.
Do I have
Oh my god!
anything that's like more weak to psychics than Blaziken?
Oh my god. Oh, we love you, Amanda. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for the And I got big thighs, so it's a damn thick candle. Hell yeah. Specifically Amanda's thigh thick, okay?
Acid Armor, Gunk Shot, Memento, and Curse. Memento might be kind of interesting if I don't really care about. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. What if we use Muck to set up on this Gallade? So hear me out here.
2 hours of bird time? That's incredible. That's like a really long candle. The deer were so sparkly! Even sparklier in person.
This is dependent. Oh no, it's actually not dependent. I can just put a Psychic Berry on. Okay. Actually, this works perfectly. This is the missing piece here, I think. And then I'll just have all of this in the back as backup if I need to. Okay. Alright. So, new plan. Let's give you a Psychic Berry. I forget which berry that's is. Ice, grass, water, electric, fire, fighting, ice, poison, ground, bug, flying, steel, dark, ghost, dragon, ghost, rock. What do I have? 2 Cassette berries. Okay. Normal, steel. Oh, I don't have psychic berries. Okay. Payapa berry. Okay. Well, let me talk to the guy in the mart and see if there's an off chance that I can just
Get food now? Hell yeah, enjoy your food.
get it from here, because if not, I'll just hack them in. It's not really that big of a deal. Where is the shop in Saffron? Here it is. Oh yeah, I still have all of the encounters from last episode also to get still, which is like Route 13, 14, and 15, I think. It's like everything on the way down to Saffron, or on the way down to Fuchsia. Damn it. I was really hoping the dude was just gonna give me the pineapple berries. Focus blast? Okay. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do here real quick is the plan is to basically lead Muck against the Gallade. And I'm gonna go for a Memento, which is a move that instantly feints my Muck but lowers attack and special attack by 2. And I'm assuming with the Psychic Reduce Berry that even if I get crit with a Psycho Cut that I should be able to live 1. I'll give this Spidef or defense just to make sure, but Muck's actually fairly bulky. But I'm also probably not really going to be able to use Muck too much throughout the rest of the game, so if I can use it now I might as well. One thing I'm trying to do throughout Kanto is, even though I theoretically can set up pretty easy in every fight and kind of just hope that I don't get crit, I'm trying to play around that as much as possible. And I mean, I guess theoretically the okay, no, this is the right call, because I can just stay above 80% with Dragonite to make sure. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to save really quick and then hack in the Payapa berries. I think while I'm doing that, I'm going to run a quick ad break, so y'all aren't going to be missing anything because all I'm doing is adding in a couple of berries here really quick. But I'd rather run ads now than in the middle of the gym fight, so sit tight and we will be right back. Okay. Welcome, people who do not have to view ads. Okay, so we are going to PK hacks, just to be safe.
Why does it smell like Taco Bell so much? Like specifically
Copy the
Taco Bell?
save.
Not even just like tacos or like Mexican food. Like it smells like Taco Bell.
Lost journal and red chain. That's fine. I wasn't planning on going to get Azelf anyway.
Very confused. Like even if my neighbors got Taco Bell, there's no way I could smell it as well. So I'm just very.
Payapa berry 25. Good on rare candies. Okay. Yo, that's gonna time up like perfectly with this ad break. That's amazing. Alright, welcome back from the ad break. I added in Payapa berries. That's all you missed. Okay. So, now I'm curious. Let me run this calc actually. For the muck. Alright, even if Psycho Cut crits on the Payapa Berry, it only does 53 to 63. Is there a way for me to get chip damage on this? Probably not. I'll just go for the Memento, which would make this -2 attack.
Why? Why are you talking? If you're trying to pick something up, you would touch that.
And then at -2 attack, a crit Psycho Cut does max 60, so as long as they stay above that, it's fine. And if I give leftovers, a regular Psycho Cut is only doing 20. Okay, I think this will work. Because then I just need to make sure the Dragonite stays above how much HP? 121? Okay. Okay, we mathed it out. I think we're good. This already had leftovers? Okay. I guess I will give you black glasses, and I will give you spooky plate probably. Yeah, okay. Alright, so plan for Sabrina now that I have the team here is to lead Muck, which will always bait Psycho Cut, because everything else is resisted from Gallade. With the Payapa Berry, I guaranteed live at least 1, which allows me to get off of Memento, which lowers Gallade's attack and special attack by 2, which allows me to go into Dragonite, set up a Dragon Dance Roost, Dragon Claw, and at +2 I should outspeed and kill everything. I may go up to +3 just to be safe. And then once Wobbuffet comes in, I just set up to +6 to guaranteed kill it in one shot. And then everything else on the team is here for if that goes wrong. Let me vitamin up. I've been trying to avoid grinding against Pokemon for EVs, but I've kind of liked using vitamins. First of all, because you can only use 100. And second of all, because it feels a little bit more controlled. So, note to self, if I'm ever making a Pokemon hack, I might make vitamins a little cheap, but then remove EVs from like wild Pokemon and battles and stuff. Because I like having to plan around effort value, or having to plan around my Pokemon just like naturally outspeeding stuff. Because I feel like it kind of is a little bit more fair for what was intended with the game in the first place. Okay, so let's go to the gym. I guess I should probably lead Spiritomb and not Payapa Berry Muck. Although I guess it doesn't really matter, right? Because it's probably just baiting the same thing. Let me look at the path that I need to take to get through Sabrina's gym without having to battle anyone. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna look up Pokemon Challenges video because I know that he got through it without battling anyone. Again, I have my team intentionally slightly underleveled here, just in case I do end up running in. Yes, it is. Okay, how's it going? Okay, so I'm trying to figure out where to go in this gym in order to not have to battle anyone, if possible. So I'm trying to look up how to do that right now, but hope you're doing well. Thanks, Cam. Honestly, this gym is the most nervous I've been in Kanto, because Sabrina's team's actually pretty scary, and if I'm not careful, things can go kind of weird. Oh, he beat Sabrina super early in this video, goddamn. Okay. Okay. Alright, Pokemon challenges. How do you get through this gym? Please show me. No, don't fly away from Saffron. What are you doing? 16 minutes in. Okay, I was actually battling Sabrina, so that's good. 22. 20. Okay. Sorry, I gotta figure out how to get through this gym, ideally trying to dodge as many trainers as possible. They're spinners, so it's not guaranteed, but I want to know the path through the least amount of spinners possible. Okay. In the gym. Through teleporter number 1. To the left. Oh, my controller freaked out and didn't actually go when I thought it was gonna go. Bottom left corner. And bottom left corner again. And then you're at Sabrina. Okay. Alright. That was scary, but alright. 65 is the cap. Oh, 66 is the cap. Wow, okay. $66 really the cap here? I guess so. I've also been like slightly underleveled for most of Kanto, honestly, because there's a lot of battles you have to do. But I think this is the point where I just start fully matching the level cap. Once learned Trick? That's super interesting, actually. I think you learned Will-O-Wisp by level up, so I'm actually going to get rid of Will-O-Wisp on the off. It's also 75 accuracy in this game, which is actually horrible. It used to be 85, or it's 85 in later gens. I didn't realize it was buffed to that, though. Okay. Muck out in front, and team recap time. We have Muck making the team debut and also gonna die in this battle. Holding a Pyapa Berry to reduce 1 Psycho Cut so it can get a Memento off. To pass into Dragonite to allow me to set up a couple Dragon Dances to potentially sweep depending on how I play it. And everything else on the team is backup in case that goes wrong. We have Choice Banded Spiritomb. Shadow Sneak is just gonna kind of put in work this battle if I need to. Choice Scarf Bliskor making team debut. All of this is geared to be able to hit psychic types, actually, which is kind of funny. I didn't realize this set was so anti-psychic. That's funny. And then we also have Drapion making team debut with a lot of coverage and battle armor to guaranteed not get crit. And then Bannet making the team debut, at least in terms of gym battles and stuff, with a Spooky Plate and Shadow Sneak as well. I feel like I have a pretty strong team. Let's go ahead and save to guarantee that there's not going to be any ads during the battle. I'm going to run a quick break. I don't think I need to run a full minute 30, so I'm just going to run a 1 minute break right now. Oh wait, no, actually I have to do a 1:30, so 1 sec. I won't be battling until we get back, so this will just give me an extra minute to kind of look over stuff and make sure everything's okay. The fact that I'm level 66 for all of these and I ran all the calcs closer to like level 64 also makes me feel a little bit better. I tend to like running calcs at lower levels. I think you should. You've been doing a lot of art stream today. Yeah, even if you're just chilling and playing Genshin and stuff, I think that'd be nice. Alright, so we got 1 minute until the ads are done. I won't battle Sabrina until then. But one thing I've been having fun with in this Nuzlocke, and I'll talk about it for the next minute, I guess, is special content, if you will. I've been having fun with the amount of encounters in this run, because especially after you get through the Bugsy wall, which honestly Bugsy is a pretty big wall in this game, because Scyther is super scary. After you get through Bugsy, I feel like you just get a ton of encounters, and honestly have answers for a lot of stuff. And like, as long as you don't play super sloppy through Johto, Kanto has so many fucking options to you, as well as an entire other thing. Like, I have almost 2 boxes of encounters to work with, and honestly, I feel like even if we had missed a couple of catches or skipped a couple of gift Pokemon, we would still have like encounters for days this run, which has made it fun and also allowed me to do stuff like bring Muck in this gym with the sole intent of dying to help set up the Dragonite sweep a little bit. Alright, we're back. Ads aren't supposed to go for another 47 minutes, so that should be time. Let's battle Sabrina. I knew you were coming. 3 years ago, I had a vision of your arrival. You're after my badge. I don't enjoy battling, but it's my duty as a gym leader to confer badges on anyone who has proven their worth. Since you wish it, I will show you my psychic powers. I changed the gendered language, Sabrina. I hope you don't mind. Alright, so big ol' 07 salute here to Muck, who is coming in with the sole purpose of dying here. So we are gonna click Memento. Even if this Psycho Cut crits, I have a Pyapa Berry, so it should only be doing about 50% or so. I could have potentially gotten off damage on this thing, but I didn't want to risk a crit on the next turn. 07 salute Fromage. Memento means the Gallade is now -2/-2, which allows me to go into Dragonite, and as long as I keep Dragonite above 120 health, we are fine. So I'm going to set up a Dragon Dance. Skill Swap is literally a free turn for a Dragon Dance, so that's actually perfect. I also don't know what ability you have, but I'm fine with that. Alright, I think if I get to +3, I guaranteed outspeed everything, and then once Wobbuffet comes in, all I have to do is set up to +6. That's a crit. So I think what I'm gonna do is just kill Gallade here. I was gonna Roost, but I think that's actually a pretty hard choke. Yeah, Dragon Claw is a kill from here. And let me just make sure I outspeed Alakazam at level 66. I don't actually. Wait. Yes, I do. Okay. So I just go for the Dragon Claw here, kill Gallade. Once Wobbuffet comes in, I'm Shadow Tagged, but I can just set up to +6 at that point. So as long as I don't misclick, Sabrina's done now. Okay. Also, the Payapa Berry Memento thing did absolutely nothing because, as expected, I just crit. Or I got crit right away anyway. I think this is gonna go for a fake out, but I think that's fine because I just go for a Dragon Claw anyway. 110 down to 83. Thank you, Gallade, for Steadfast. Now I am +3 speed instead of +2 speed. And it didn't even go for Bullet Punch, which would have actually been the best play for it there. So now I just keep clicking Dragon Claw, especially now that I'm +3 speed, until Wobbuffet comes in, and then I set up to +6 just to guaranteed kill it. And choose, I think, +2 Dragonite kills here. Hypno's actually pretty bulky, but not that bulky. And we outspeed, so bye-bye. +3. +4. +5. +6. Reach the stun. Dragon Claw. Alright, Sabrina. That was easy. But I didn't want to just lead straight Dragonite there because technically the Payapa Berry Memento thing was the better way to do that. Because I could have potentially set up against Gallade a little bit sooner. Because that technically shielded me if it didn't go for a skill swap a little bit better. Alright, well, I was very scared of Sabrina, and that went flawlessly, honestly, so... I guess 07 salute to Muck, but we weren't really planning on using Muck at any other point in the playthrough. It contains Skill Swap, the move that you literally used to help me. Alright. So we have a lot of encounters that we can get right now. I think unless I like really need them though, I'm probably just gonna keep going ahead. Sabrina said Seafoam's available now, so I think that means that we can... Yeah, Skill Swap's a little extremely useless in this Nuzlocke. I have seen Skill Swap actually be pretty useful in the Emerald Kaizo Hardcore Nuzlocke. But that's like literally the only time I've seen it actually come in handy. Oh. I'm like, why haven't I seen that? It's because I've never healed a Pokemon, apparently. So let's go ahead and 07 salute to Fromage the Muck. You Your memento actually did nothing because he immediately crit, but your loss was not in vain because I needed to do that play anyway. So now that we are venturing through Seafoam, let's bring out a team that's more... did you want to take a break before you go into the game? Okay. Yeah, I just finished a gym battle, so...
Okay, so you just finished the battle, so we'll go ahead and take a quick break before I switch up into them. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out. And have a really fun stream. It doesn't feel like it was for 6.5 hours. Okay. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. We will be right back. Enjoy the clip show.